Today, the saga continues here with little Smokey. We got a pallet of new parts here for it. And one other thing I'm gonna do to this thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it today because it's kind of a two-person job and I'm here solo today. My dad's gone and my brother's in a truck. So I have done most of the stuff that needs to be done to this sprayer here. In the last couple of videos, we had a weird problem with this one overheating. I think it was just low in antifreeze because I put like 2 gallons of antifreeze in it. These things kind of tend to, we don't really know where it goes. It doesn't go in the oil, it doesn't leak. I don't know if it just evaporates out or what, but both high boys, like, use them for a year and they're low in antifreeze at the end of the year every time. But we have got a new muffler, or a used muffler, and a shield to protect this area of the sprayer, because last year we put on this saddle with a poly tank, and because we don't have that shield, this gap right here fills up with corn and tassels and stuff, and I don't want it to be rusting out from the inside. So when my dad gets back, we're going to take this tank off, clean that out, but I am going to put the muffler on because while this thing does sound pretty cool without a muffler, I don't want hearing loss. So we're gonna put the muffler on. But before we get into that today, I just got back from my snowmobiling trip yesterday, and during the snowstorm that was here at home while I was gone, my dad and my brother, especially my brother, must have done quite a bit of work cleaning out the shop because it is starting to look immaculate. Like, between the doors used to be full of junk up to like this floor drain, and now it's all cleaned out. He pressure washed the doors off. They look great. The walls look great. Basically everything's starting to be cleaned out now, except for back by the metal rack. So that'll probably be after we get the planter through here and everything else, which the planter's gonna be coming in here like tomorrow. So get subscribed because there's a lot of stuff gonna be going on with that, and I'm super excited about it. All right. Well, I really can't put the shield on until we get the tank off. I can't take the tank off till my dad's here. That's kind of a two-person job. But I can do this muffler. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I wish I could. Somewhere in the middle of one of our fields, there's one of these. But I have no idea where. Yeah. Now you might be thinking, Carson, where in the heck do you buy used 6000 high cycle parts? Well, Worthington Ag Parts out of, I think it's one of the Carolinas. I believe it's North Carolina, because these things are quite popular with the tobacco growers down there. So the agricultural scrap yards are full of them down south. Not up here so much. It's very hard to find parts up north here in Minnesota. There we go. Now sound like an airplane driving by. Well, I changed my mind. It's only 11 o'clock. I have all day. I'm going to attempt to get this tank off by myself. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how well the time-lapse camera caught it, but I just gave myself, I'm not gonna lift this this napkin up because I'll probably get demonetized for showing blood, but I just, I didn't think that this ratchet strap was holding this much tension on the saddle bracket. I thought it was just kind of holding the tank to the forks, and when I undid it, it snapped back and hit me in the face, put a really deep cut in my chin. It's not very long, but it's deep. Shouldn't need stitches as long as I hold this here. And then it kind of cut my neck a little bit too, but not very bad. I got really lucky there. That could have been bad. That was kind of stupid. But happens. So, now I gotta try and actually take the tank out of the saddle, take the saddle back outside, wash it out, wash the tank off, put the tank back in the saddle, put this bracket back on top, tighten the belts, put it back in the sprayer. Okay. Get out of there, come on! This is where 2 people comes in handy. Get out of there. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so I got everything washed out, and it's a little bit worse on the inside of this I thought it would be. There's like some rust starting right here and kind of everywhere. So, I got a heater going in here, and I was hoping to get this all done today, but I think someone's gonna get done tomorrow because I want to take a wire brush to the inside of this and then put like 4 coats of primer in there, and then maybe a coat of paint or something, try and prevent as much rust as I can because I want this highboy to last as long as possible. And might as well do it while it's all taken apart. So I'm gonna let that heat up and dry up overnight. But a couple videos ago, we had some issues with ice buildup on our grain setup. And my dad and my brother got it going the next day after I'd left for my trip. But it's starting to rain, or it was raining here earlier today, and it's warm out today, so it's all melting, and all the water is pulling back up in there. So I have an idea. I went to the hardware store today and I bought this drill pump, and then I have all this extension hose, and I'm gonna try and get the water as far away from the conveyor as I possibly can. So we're gonna see if this works. All right, hoses ran over yonder. Gosh, this is so icy. The problem is that all the water is melting up here, has been coming down to right here, and then coming over and just pooling up in here, but that ice is so hard, we still can't get it to drain that way. So, let's see if this will work. Rotation, am I rotating the right way? I am. Hey, water's coming out. Haha. Now I gotta sit here for probably a half hour. This is taking a little longer than I thought it would. I think the problem is that all the water from between the bins towards me is draining into this hole, but it is going down, and there is a good steady stream coming out of the end of the hose. So I'd rather spend 20-30 minutes sitting here today doing this than 4 hours tomorrow trying to chip all the ice out of it. Haha, look at that. 1.5 batteries later, the pulley is free from the water. There we go. So I can loosen that one up slightly. And then on this side, over here, there is a bolt right there that I just need to tighten the nut on that bolt, and it should tighten that belt a bit. See if I can't get it. How's that look? Better? Might start up here, see if it's still flopping around. That looks way better. I like that.
Got it. Finally. By myself, too. All by myself. Getting it back in the saddle, pain in the butt, but got it done. Now, just gotta put it back on the sprayer. And for those of you guys who are saying, why in the heck do you paint the inside but not the outside? I am planning on painting the outside, but I want to wait until after the season, because when you go through the tall corn, it like sands the side of it and makes it all nice, and then all I have to do is clean it and paint it. So might as well wait till we get done with this season, so that way I don't have to paint it twice. don't want to push it all the way in quite yet because I still need to attach some hoses up front here. Well, there we go. Got it back together, finally. I'm not getting the shield on because I gotta be to Bible study in 40 minutes and this video goes up in 24 hours. So, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one.